Hi guys, I'm back to do a flip through of 2 fairy journals that I've been working on. There's not a whole lot going on right now here. It's not snowing, it's been pouring rain for days, and I'm really feeling it for y'all who, particularly I have some friends in Texas. I really hope you're okay, and the ones that I could call and talk to said they have electricity but no water, so they're melting snow. At any rate, Mother Nature is giving it to y'all, and please be safe, and I care about you, and if you need something, reach out and I don't know how I'll help, but I will try to help. At any rate, let's take a look at these journals. I had gotten this Fairytopia book. My daughter had the same book when she was little, and I cut it up and decided that I was going to make some fairy journals. Again, I'm not at my regular setup. The family's home and there may be some loudness, so I will just preface that with this now. I also have joined the Graphics Fairy, their premium site, so some of the things in here might be from Graphics Fairy. Anyway, let's take a look. I'm talking enough. Here's the cover. These are wood die cuts. I do not remember where I got them. I just stained them with some Mermaid Lagoon Distress ink. This is the spine, and I'm sure that all the fabrics / trims most likely came from Sheila at Boho Daydreams. Let's look inside. I did make some dangles. I had gotten some beads from Amazon, and not near as pretty as the ones that Sheila sent me, but yeah, I made some dangles. This is, I'm not sure if this was a postcard. I think it was a greeting card that I cut down. It's very, very old though. You can tell this is actual real patina, and then I put one of the fairies on it, kind of tie it into the theme. This is one of the illustrations from that book. This came in one of my Your Creative Studios boxes, as did most of the stamps that I used in these books. Just some tags I made. This is cut out of that book. This is just made with an alterations tag. This is a sticker. Isn't that cool? It's very realistic. It might actually be a dried flower inside the plastic. It's really pretty. I got a couple of those in my Creative Studios box. I made this little belly band using cutouts from the book, and then I just made a tag from part of the book. This is some baking paper. Don't you just love that sound? Oh, I love that sound. It gives me tingles everywhere. This is, I think, a Spiderwick Chronicle book page. Stickers. Here's a little tag I created from a book page. That's cut out from the book. Here's another dangle. This is a postcard from a palace in Edinburgh, Scotland. I don't know that they call them palaces in Scotland, but at any rate, it's a postcard, and it is very old. There's a little tag. I just cut part of the book up, and this is just a plain tag. And little bag decorated there. More of that paper for my ASMR friends, or as they call it on some other channels that I watch, Asmer. This is these are actual dried plants. This is just a cutout from the Fairyopolis book. As is this. Made some really, really nice ephemera, I can tell you, and it was easy. This was on the cover of that book, but it was damaged, so I couldn't use the cover. So I just put a fern sticker over the damaged area and used those decorative. Some trims. This little envelope was from the book and it was damaged, so I just taped it shut with a washi sticker, but it does have like a little teeny tiny note inside it that came with the book. I remember my daughter loved that book. We used to read that all the time. It's just some ephemera from my stash. Tag I created to go along with the theme. Nature, mushrooms. It says just breathe. Doesn't want to go back in. There we go. Again, some more pieces of that book. I love this. This is some more of that petal washi, which I'm out of now, and I loved it so much. Here's another dangle that I created. This is just some fake flowers that I had in my stash. This is just a tag I created. This is actually some really wide washi that I had ordered a while ago. I don't remember where I got it from, but it's very, very cool. And yeah, just put some lace on the top, created a tag. I put it on, I backed it on some paper, you know, so you could flip up and add additional notes if you wanted to, or wrap it around a page and use the other side on the other page. I did a mess here, haven't I? That's what I do. I've been prone to do that. This is just a stamp that I had gotten in one of my Your Creative Memories boxes. Again, this is just some ephemera I cut out of that book. Here's a little tiny fairy on my bead dangle. She's very cute. Belly band with, again, another piece of that book. That book had like, the pages were really quite thick and they were glued together, so they were like hollow in the middle. And I was able to separate the pages so that then all the ephemera and all the tags had white backgrounds, which I really like. This again is a cutout from that book. Some stickers. This is a little vellum piece that I had with fairies on it. This is a tag that I created. It's just tea stain on the back. I did a little sewing on that. Had my sewing machine out yesterday from making some more masks. Again, a little belly band, and this is from the book. And there's a pocket back here. Just another little tag I created. Here's some more of that washi. This is just a little envelope I created and covered with washi and some papers and some more of those washi petals. I just felt like, you know, the outdoors woodland theme. You could pretty much get away with anything when you make a fairy book and it's woodland. This is just a floating pocket, a little tag inside it, some ephemera from my stash, some die cuts from my stash. This is just a vellum pocket I made, a couple tags in there, and that's the back of the book. So that was the first one I made, and I had a lot of stuff already cut out and a lot of things already put together that I didn't use. Obviously this had a teal blue theme because of the patterns that I picked out from the fabric in the front of the book. And so then I decided I was going to go for a more woodsy theme, brown theme. It's just held with some, I don't know, ribbon that looks like it has fairy dust sprinkled on it, if you can see. I don't know if the camera's going to pick that up, but it's really pretty. This is what my cover looks like. Of course, again, trims are all from Boho Daydreams Sheila, and this is just a piece of vintage jewelry. And yeah, so let's take a look in this one. Again, I used printables from, this I blew up. It was a printable from the Graphics Fairy. And this one's more basic. I left a lot more writing room in this one. Again, this is a page from, yeah, I said it 5 seconds ago, can't think of it. It's a book. And then this is cut out of the Fairyopolis book. Again, this is cut out from the Fairyopolis book. See, it has a lot more writing space. Fairyopolis book, these are just some stickers. I left, you know, like most of the ephemera in this one is clipped in and removable. That way, you know, you can make much more room to journal if you wish to. And this is the center of the signature. I just cut out some fairies sitting on envelopes and glued them down for some decorative touch. This fairy is a tuck. This flips up. It's just tucked in there. I tend to over embellish. This is an actual pressed flower. And I'm trying to not do that, but it's really not in my nature to not do that. You know, people have mentioned to me that my books are beautiful, but, you know, there's not a lot of room to journal. I try to always, oh, this is supposed to be fairy dust. I try to always add tags and things that people can journal on, but, I mean, it's my style. And I can appreciate the commentary on it. I'm not saying they're wrong. It's just not me. This is just some eco-dyed paper I had and a little piece of the book left over, so I made a pocket and tucked it in here. Also a pocket made from a piece of the book. Little vellum paper, and this is cut out of the book. This flips up. This is just a booklet that came out of the book. It had been glued into the book, and I didn't want to glue it into my book because it was rather large, so I just clipped it in, and it can be removable, and it can be read, and it can be taken out if somebody wants to write. This is attached to this envelope, but it is removable, and it is types of trees. It's a little tuck up here. This is an envelope. You can get in from this side. This is a tuck. Also a tuck. This is a pocket. More of that lovely crunchy paper. This is actually washi that I have. This is a tag. Also a tag. This is a tuck. Those are some real good paper. Okay, and then I just took one of Tim Holtz's paper people and gave her some wings and made a tuck out of her. This is just a little tuck, some cards stuck in. This is from the book. It's supposed to be a fairy wing specimen. It's like iridescent cloth. And again, just some cutouts from the book. This is just a glassine envelope. Inside, I just put a cutout from the book made into a tag. This is a tuck. It's just a piece of that book. Again. Flips up for writing. Part of the book. Regular vellum. Some stickers. This is a letter that is included in the book. Just made it into a little pocket here. You can still read it because it folds out. Just a little tuck. 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 This is a real dried ginkgo leaf. Tuck. Pocket. These are both cut out from the book. If you get the right book for the right theme, your ephemera is pretty much made. This is a fairy field guide that was part of that book. Very pretty. Little tiny book that tells about fairies. Again, I just clipped it in so I could leave room for writing. And that's the back. So, that's what I've been up to. I don't know what y'all have been up to, but I also made one other, I don't know how long we're into because I had to stop and start this video a couple times, but I'm going to quickly go through the last book that I made this week. Okay, this is an Alice in Wonderland book. It's very small, made up mainly of stickers, and again, all bling. Was from Sheila Boho Daydreams. So, I'm gonna just whiz through this right quick because there's not a whole lot to show here. I just had a weekend last weekend where I just sat down and put things together. I didn't put a lot of thought into the themes or, you know, digging through my stash. I just kind of used what I had at hand. Tried to use a lot of odds and ends up that have been laying on my table. I don't know, I don't usually do that, but then I end up with a lot of extra bits and pieces because I'm so theme oriented, as y'all know. These are pockets. This is a tag. I don't know, these came together like much more organically. I didn't overthink them like I normally do. I don't know, tell me what you think. Do you think you still like them? Do you think they're as good as the other ones that I make? I don't know. We all know I tend to overthink. And over embellish. Possibly just be over. Oh, I got this new punch. It's really cool. It makes like the hang tag kind of slot. This also has a little tag in it to pull in the color. And that's the end. So that's what I've been up to last weekend when I didn't post a video. And yeah, that's pretty much all I was doing, was just working on these books. I made these 3 last weekend. And yeah, so next I'm going to film for my giveaway, because I haven't forgotten. And I mean, I can include these. I'm just going to grab a whole bunch of books that I have sitting around that I've already created, and then I think what I'm going to do is let the winner choose which one of the books they want. Alright, y'all, have a great weekend, and what's left of it, and take care of yourselves, be careful, wear a mask, don't touch your face. I love you all, and I miss you, my friends. Have a good one. Bye.